Hello, welcome to your morning show. My name is Philip DeFranco, and we need to talk about the very serious story of Jamel Miles. Now, over the summer, Jamel, who was 9 at the time, came out as gay to his mother, and she recalls him being incredibly nervous, saying,
He was like, "Mom, I'm gay." And I thought he was playing, and I looked back at him because I was driving, and he was just curled up like this. So scared, and I just looked at him, I was like, "I still love you."
And when he came out, Leah Pierce, Jamel's mother, said that he also has to dress more feminine.
And he goes, "Can I be honest with you?" And I was like, "Sure." He's like, "I know you buy me boy stuff because I'm a boy, but," he's like, "I'd rather dress like a girl."
Leah also noting that Jamel began wearing fake nails on August 20th, which was the same day that he started 4th grade at Joe Shoemaker Elementary School. And it turned out Jamel also planned on coming out to his classmates because, according to Leah, he went to school and said he was going to tell people he's gay because he's proud of himself. But then on Thursday, August 23rd, when Leah came home, she found her son unresponsive. She attempted to revive him. He was rushed to the hospital, but ultimately it was too late and he was pronounced dead. And the reason we're talking about this today is Pierce believes that bullying played a role in her son's death.
4 days is all it took at school. I could just imagine what they said to him. My son told my oldest daughter, the kids at school told him to kill himself. I'm just sad he didn't come to me.
And on Friday, August 24th, Pierce posted on Facebook saying, "I lost a reason to breathe. My heart, my sunshine, my son. He was being bullied and I didn't know. Not till it was too late. I wish I knew everything so I could have stopped this." Then saying, "Stop bullying, stop this shit. I lost my baby because of it and it's not fair, not fair, not fair. I just want my son back." And on the same day, we also saw Jamel's principal, Christine Fleming, send a letter out to parents saying, "Our thoughts are with the student's family at this time. We will continue to process this sad news as a school community." And this past Monday, the district also sent out a statement saying that they were deeply committed to ensuring that all members of the school's community are treated with dignity and respect, this regardless of sexual orientation, gender identity, or transgender status. Adding, "It is crucial that our students receive all the supports they need to learn and thrive in a safe and welcoming environment." And on the same day, we saw Leah Pierce take to Facebook again to say, "If you want to speak on my son, let me just say this. You speak on how we are all the same. Our differences are what makes us the same. I want you to speak on treating each other with kindness and compassion. I want justice for my son, and the only way to get that is to touch people's hearts and tell them if we love more, it will be harder to hate. If you speak on my son, speak with the same compassion he had. He wanted everyone to feel loved because I taught all my kids we are all the same, and he treated people as equals because he was taught love. So teach your kids love, please. Stop bullying. I'd die any death to switch places with my son. He is my sunshine because he is my baby of 3 and my only son. This isn't fair. I want my son back in my arms. I pray for everyone's broken soul to heal. Because you're beautiful, you're special, you can do it." I say that to my kids all the time. I love you, Jamel. You're my happiness, son. And Pierce has added that she is telling her son's story because she wants to spread awareness about the effects of bullying. And actually, on that note, we saw responses from anti-bullying groups. You had Jane Clementi, co-founder of the Tyler Clementi Foundation, which works to end bullying in schools, workplaces, and faith communities, saying, "Over and over again, we see that vicious harassment can and does result in death. It should not take the death of a child for us to do the right thing and treat every human being with respect, kindness, and the dignity they deserve. All adults, but especially teachers, coaches, and school administrators, must take action to protect the safety of its students." And Clementi also specifically pointed towards faith-based communities, saying, "I would also encourage faith communities to stop perpetuating the misguided teachings and traditions of basis, dogma, and discrimination that devalues the human spirit and causes so much pain and despair. I believe that love does not harm, and it should not be used to make someone feel broken, less than, or separated from God because of who God created them to love. This would have a huge impact on our LGBTQ+ youth." And we also saw a variety of reactions to this story online. You had people like actress Laverne Cox tweeting out, "This has to stop happening. It just must stop. Our bullying culture is killing children." Actor Daniel Newman tweeting, "Jamel Miles just killing himself at 9 years old after being bullied for coming out is all the proof you need that our fight against prejudice is as important today as ever." Then tweeting out the number for the Trevor Project. Also, in addition to this, you had people questioning how kids even know about suicide and homosexuality at this age. Many pointing to this tweet reading, "I just want to know why and how these kids know so much about homosexuality and suicide at 7, 8, and 9 years old." And in response, we saw people blaming a lot of things. And one back and forth we saw were people blaming the media, TV, internet. Parents need to keep their kids off the net. It's really just the day and times we live in, man. How they're making kid movies with same-sex couples, it's all in their face. Kids out here are lost. But you also had people hitting back at those ideas, with many users responding back along the lines of this tweet, saying, "What has happened to our fucking world where a 9-year-old kills himself for being gay and people are questioning whether or not he could really know he was gay? He was fucking 9. I don't care what else you have to say. He was 9. And everyone's saying that he should not even know what gay is and should be playing with toys instead of worrying about his sexuality, or sexualizing something that shouldn't be sexualized. It's normal to have crushes in elementary school and his just happened to be on boys." But ultimately, that is where we are with this story right now. And as far as my own personal takeaway here, one, the situation in general is heartbreaking, but also extremely concerning to me is that there is not this universal support and sympathy for this 9-year-old boy. I don't care if you agree with homosexuality or not. I don't care if you think it's wrong that there are same-sex couples on TV and you think that it's being thrown in people's faces rather than making those people who are gay feel included and represented on television. We are talking about a 9-year-old human being that, just like every other 9-year-old, wanted to be accepted. Based off the information we've been given, was excited to be accepted and to share this with friends, and then in response was told to kill himself. And that's just the tiniest breadcrumb of what we've learned that he had to endure. Right? Can we at least all get on the same page and say that this child, this 9-year-old Jamel, the Jamels of the world, should not be bullied and picked on and told to kill themselves? And to these people questioning, well, how did the kid know? Maybe I had a different childhood than you, but when I was 7 or 8, there was a girl by the name of Jessica that I loved. I knew that I liked girls. It wasn't the thing that was always in my head. It was just a feeling I had, and it wasn't a big deal because no one was like, that is wrong. Little boys aren't supposed to like little girls. No one's going around spouting that. Right? At that point in my life, society never said, hey, this thing that you also happen to be, that is wrong and bad. And I think more of us need to have a mindset of, if you're not hurting anyone, God bless, love your face, you do you. And I end up frustrated on topics like this because I don't know if the hate comes from a place of you think you're gonna catch it. I also feel somewhat bad for my religious friends because I feel like so many religious people are hit with this broad stroke of a brush saying that they're intolerant, but I know tons of religious people that love like they would love to be loved, that they actually treat others as they wish to be treated. Or these seemingly confused people that think that being homosexual is a choice. If you honestly think that comes from a place of immense ignorance, and I don't mean that as a diss. If you, for example, are a man and you think that men and women for you are on the menu, but you are making an active choice to only have one, you need to address those feelings because that's not universal. And there's nothing wrong with that. As long as you're not hurting anyone or harassing anyone, you're great. And so if there's a note that I can end today's show on, it is something that I'm going to tell my boys, my 2 children, every day of their life in one way or another. How you were born, who you are, as long as you're not hurting anybody else, you're perfect. And I don't mean that in a, hey, here's a participation trophy, we're all special snowflake sort of way. What I mean is, you have inherent value as a human being and you are not wrong for existing. I don't know what my boy is gonna be, straight, bi, gay, whatever. If the world says that they are wrong, fuck the world. And on the other side of this topic, I'll tell my boys that if you see someone that is different, that does not mean that they are wrong, that just means that they are different. Different should not be perceived as inherently bad or less than or wrong. But with that said, I'm aware that the world is the world. A YouTube video, all the kind words in the world, will not change the fact that hate will exist. Hate, intolerance, and bullying of all kinds, and while we may not be able to stop the hate, we can use this horrible situation and tragedy as a reminder that you are not alone, that you are valid, you are good, we can be there for each other, that you have resources in times where you feel alone, whether you're around people or you're actually genuinely by yourself. Down below, I'm including the Trevor Lifeline and the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. That's where I'm gonna leave this one, and like every show, whether it be the regular or morning, that's a story, my personal takeaway, and I pass the question off to you. What are your thoughts around all of this? Let me know in those comments down below. But with that said, I love your face, and I will see you later on today in today's Philip DeFranco Show.